Back in Iceland, I was presenting the roadmap for 2024, like what we want to achieve. And I was presenting, actually, I was giving two presentations that today I was presenting one, the solution to launch the IPC networks, that was called the Genesis Ark. And another is the solution that allows you to, like the solution that is going to improve the RPC nodes that we are currently running. But yes, for those of you who haven't seen me before, or like who wants to have a quick recap of what I'm like talking about at all, let's do a short recap of who we are and what we promised in 2023. So my name is Arsenii Petrovich, standing like right there. And this is the team that is currently working with the inside of the Glif Nodes team. So we are essentially a team that provides services in the Filecoin ecosystem. So we have like the Glif that provides the wallet and the Explorer and the pools and everything. And we have the Glif Nodes team that is providing the infrastructure, RPC and everything. Back in 2023, it was a purely DevOps team. There was only 3 guys up there. Nowadays, we have several full stack engineers who have greatly contributed to our advancement in the roadmap. And the fact that like the Glif Nodes is operated by a DAO that is called Protofire. The Protofire is essentially a dev DAO that works with Web3 projects, primarily focusing on L1 and L2 chains and DeFi protocols. Well, essentially what we do is we develop the solutions that brings TVL and usage. We've been in operating in blockchain business since like 2017, I guess, working with more than 65 protocols in the area, EVMs, non-EVMs, not only Filecoin, but other huge names like Avalanche, Solana, MicroDAO, and everything. For DevOps, we run nodes, but besides that, we do the audits and the insurance. We work with different coding stuff. As I was explaining, we developed the solutions like Uniswap, lending protocols, and the rest of the top tier 1 like DeFi protocols. So that was a very interesting conversation before that we were having on like whether Filecoin is really needing like to move forward with that and everything. But anyway. Just saying that we are the guys who are doing all these kind of integrations with the Chainlink and everything, and we are quite interested in the results of this conversation about how it's going to be developing and all. So we are more than, it's here in 60 plus, but we're actually more of like 80 plus right now people working in the DeFi area, and this is why it was easier for me to onboard more people for the Glif Nodes, because they're already in the DAO, and it's easier to to onboard them from there. Moving on. So Glif Nodes have been participating for quite a while, and we actually won the Retro PGF grant, and that was awesome. I was not expecting that, to be honest, and I'm super thankful for everybody contributed to that. That was great. And we provide tons of different solutions, right? We provide the APIs, provide bootstrap nodes, market DLDAMs, developer tooling, and we contribute a lot to the IPC network support as well. So, today I'm going to be presenting 2 solutions actually. The one is called Genesis Ark, as I was explaining before, the solution to launch the IPC networks, and another is Protos Shield. At some point in time, we decided that we actually want to elaborate on the idea of how we provide the RPC service and bring the solution that will introduce several cool things like caching that is dedicated for the blockchain area, the usage monitoring that allow people to understand what method they are using and everything, and the fair billing system built on top of that. So since last time when I was in Iceland, I was basically showing the roadmap. Today, I want to show how we progress on that, and I want to show actually the demo of these solutions. Let's start with the Genesis Ark because it takes actually some time to deploy your network. I'm going to connect my wallet, the MetaMask here, right? Okay, we're all good. Sign. We need to sign a message to log in. When essentially there is a dashboard with all the networks that are set to be public. If you set your network to be public, you can actually open this network to see the information about what is here, what the applications are installed, what are the like. For now, we unfortunately don't provide a lot of fine tuning to the Genesis file, like more of like a minimum stake, bottom up, top down parameters, and everything. This is one of the test networks that we have deployed. And yeah, let's, once we connect the wallet, we have our own create by me networks. We can go with new network here, right? And essentially, switch. Okay, thank you. Essentially, we can have changing the parameters here, right? There is a generator for your network name. We were striving for simplicity, frankly speaking, right? And we can choose whatever name we want. We want to check it whether it's going to be private network or public. It's going to be visible only to you or to others as well. You go here, you set up the parameters. You might want to add the validators, right? You might want to rotate the private keys for them and everything. And like just clicking next. Yeah. Okay, good. Anyway, just clicking next here. Next, and this is where come one of the most interesting features that we were talking about. Unfortunately, the Ziv guys didn't stay with us, but that's actually the one thing that they were talking about the marketplace of the solutions, of the integrations that can be provided. Oh, sorry about this thing. I just realized it's not fully visible actually here right now. Now it should be better. Now it's better. Sorry, just didn't see it's that small. And the thing is, actually, it allows you to deploy the solutions in an automatic mode, right? For example, the blockchain explorer here, you can simply go here and select it, configure it if necessary, like the monitoring, the uptime. And of course, we are willing to bring more of other solutions here to the list, like the graph, for example, or Chainlink oracles or whatever. But that's just like, for the sake of the demo, we prefer these three. Then you go with saving the network data. You can then proceed with, sign, good. And then you go with pay and deploy. We have the Stripe connected to all that. That's just the test environment, so I'm going to enter the test details. You can steal it if you want, nobody cares. And okay. The network is being deployed now, it's en route. You will see that the infrastructure is being deployed right now. So in the meanwhile, just to save the time and everything, we are going to switch to the presentation and keep going with that, right? So the reason we did this actually, and please switch to another microphone. Thank you. So the reason we did this is the complexity of deployment of the IPC networks. This is the regular algorithm of the things that you need to do to deploy the IPC networks. And each of the steps here is actually not just like 5-minute steps. You might take even like hours to days to pass through some of these steps. And the infrastructure of the subnet doesn't look very simple as well. And like it's a good question if you really want to spend tons of time to understand how it works from the inside and managing that. And we wanted to provide an easy way for people to actually to manage the solution, right? Genesis Ark provides a really nice functionality that allows you to deploy the network. Then some of the features that we are willing to add is run it with the customized the binary and have the customized security. So some of the features here are developed or already in development, right? Then you can install the applications from the marketplace just to ensure you can write explorers, bridges, oracles, etc., etc. And you can, of course, fine-tune the network depending on the usage, scale it up and down, and everything. Now the Proteus shield. That's on the completely different side of stories. It's more about the things that we are doing with the Filecoin right now. The Proteus shield is a solution that allows you to actually track the usage of your RPC, right? It's a great solution for any RPC provider who are willing to provide the blockchain RPC nodes in any areas. In any networks. Let me show you how it works. Here you go. This is the solution that is called the Proteus Shield. The majority of you have already seen this interface because it's the same interface that allows you to create the keys right now, right? The several things that you haven't seen before is, for example, this analytics dashboard that allows you to see your usage. I created a couple of keys just today, so you can see that there are a number of usages here, right? And for the sake of this demo, we can use the Postman just to send a number of requests. To the development cluster that we are having, right? With this authorization token that I have generated. And yes, you see that for now it's returning the empty result because what essentially I'm doing is I'm sending Filecoin ETH get logs with no parameters. But the thing that I want you to show, that I want to show you, right, is that. Here we go. Is the analytics tab is showing that the the compute unit usage that is free, like that we provide some of the compute usage unit for free. They are actually decreasing, and once they are depleted, the people are going to start getting the 403 error. And essentially, this solution is not going to affect the majority of the users because they are not even hitting the rate limit in APIs and everything. But for those people who are actively using the solution and that needs for example, like Fluent's team, who are actively using the nodes, right, or need the access to some special feature like archival nodes, they're going to be having a possibility to have a higher tier plan, like a pay-as-you-go, or even request a dedicated node with possibility to share it with some other teams for lower payment. And we also have the Stripe integrated here, so the people are going to be paying basically on what they're actually using. And let's get back to the Genesis Ark. Okay, the infrastructure is still enrolled. You see that the validators themselves have been settled. Now the network is in actual phase of deployment, and we would need few more minutes to deploy it and a few more minutes for the applications probably. So I'm not sure if you're going to have time to show them, but essentially once they deploy it, you just click and open them. And yeah, while we are still waiting, I'm totally open to any questions if there are some.
It's a simple question, but everything is actually running or being deployed on on-premise infrastructure, or are you using cloud providers like AWS?
Right now it's used on AWS. Essentially, the resources being spin up on AWS for the subnet. But later on, if this is one thing that is important, right? This is the demo that I'm showcasing, and the thing is, we actually want to a call to action after this presentation is if you are interested, any of you, to use this solution, please let me know, or maybe you know someone who might be interested in using this solution, because depending on the needs of the client, we might want to either go for the cost optimization and deploy over there our own servers, or we might want to go for the Genesis file customizations, because if you saw like right now the Genesis file customization are like 3 parameters out of many things that you can do there, and it's nothing. But it's still like we want to see what the client really wants, what they really need, and then go with that. For now, it's just a simple way of showing that, yeah, that is possible.
Your payment checkout, was that Stripe or?
Yeah, that was Stripe.
Okay.
It's totally possible to integrate like, the crypto payments there as well, but it's also like, for the sake of demo, we just went with the simplest way possible. Okay. Is this it? Any other questions? No? Okay. Yeah, I think it's taken some time to deploy the network. Okay, yeah, the network have been deployed, and now they are deploying the block scout on top of this network. So if you're going to take, but anyway, like for the infrastructure part, you see we have the IP addresses here. What I can also showcase here is that these are the very real thing, like you could use this IP, and even we provide here the test curl request that you can make against these nodes to get the information. And once the applications are deployed, you can also like simply click them, and but it's going to take a minute or so for that one. Just to not to stand still, let me show you the RPC really quick.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, absolutely.
As you do this.
Yes.
So these are like IPC app chains that are deployed, right?
Sorry, once again?
These are IPC app chains?
Yes, the IPC app chains, exactly.
Can you customize them after deployment? Like, can you still manage them?
The thing is, sorry. The thing is, essentially I'm going to show you this thing that I have copied this IP address, and I send the request. The method not found because IPC is not supporting this particular method, but essentially the nodes are responding. So for your question, it can you can patch some of the things, not all of them, obviously, and this is the functionality that we don't have yet. But definitely that's the thing. Again, as there is going to be a demand, we want to see what the priorities of the potential clients and to develop these things first. Let me see how it goes with the active applications. Okay, some of them are settled. Okay, yeah, we have some blocks already passed. 300, 5 minutes, that's perfectly matches. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, the same stands for the other applications here, like, uptime is still enrolled. The monitoring here, unfortunately, there is no automatic deployment thing, as you will need to grab the credentials for that. And there is like the uptime that's still in deployment, but it also provides you similar dashboard. I'm going to not to take more of your time. You're just gonna not Glif IO. Going to provide very similar dashboard, but about your network, showing the total uptime that you can share with your potential customers. Yeah. Okay. That's pretty much it. That concludes my demos, I would say. So it's 2 demo actually. Sorry for taking more time than expected. Yeah, here it is. You see, your network is deployed. Like you have first name, like obviously 100% of the time, everything. So yeah. Anything? Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.